and welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And I have a new producer, and she's just great. And this is her first opportunity to point me on to the screen. So that's why I'm kind of giggling, because we were kind of doing this little thing of, are you sure you're ready? Am I sure I'm ready? Whatever. Anyway, so one of my favorite people, and she's brought a friend who will now become one of my favorite people. I have Melissa and Darlene, and they are here from the Cowpea Festival.
Cowpea Festival.
The Cowpea Festival. And I always like for Melissa to tell you the history of why we're having Cowpea and where we're having it because of why we're having it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, Charleston, our beloved little town in the north part of our county.
Absolutely.
Charleston is was a large grower and exporter of cowpeas. And so much so that when the train came through in the 1850s, people called it the pea train because so many peas were exported out of the area.
Wow.
So what is a cowpea, you ask, Nancy?
I always ask what a cowpea is because I think of black-eyed peas.
Yes.
But you're going to tell me that's not all.
Oh, that's not all. That is one, though.
Okay.
And there are lots of varieties of black-eyed peas,
yes,
too.
I found that out.
I used to say there were about 50 varieties of cowpeas, but we've learned now that there are thousands of varieties because there's a professor at Tennessee State University who's doing research on cowpeas. Who knew?
I mean, really?
Yeah, we're so excited when we find stuff like that out.
Yes.
But anyway, but there are thousands. But some of them that you might be more familiar with include black-eyed peas, crowder peas, field peas, southern peas, purple hulls, silver hulls, rattlesnake peas.
Oh my gosh!
Pink ladies. Lots of different varieties.
Rattlesnake peas.
You didn't know there was a rattlesnake
I
pea.
did not know. What do they look like? I mean, I know what a black-eyed pea looks like. So what does a rattlesnake pea look like?
Well, they're all kind of in that brownish, tannish, but
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
You know, but then like purple hulls, have a kind of a purple tint to them. And so they kind of are named, I guess, with their appearance. But I haven't actually laid eyes on a rattlesnake.
Well,
they're not really easy to come by, I wouldn't think.
Okay, I think this is so super that you have found. Of course, Melissa is tourism for the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, and so one of your objectives is to always find things to do that bring people. I love it. Heads in the beds.
Heads in beds. Yeah.
For Bradley County.
Hotel people.
And so Melissa's always looking for things. And so this is, what year of the Cowpea is this?
We're coming up on our 8th year
Wow.
this Saturday. Yes, 8th year. Can you believe that?
No.
We were so excited when we had a different T-shirt to wear every day of the week of the festival. Now we're coming up on our 8th year, and you have to actually decide which T-shirts you're going to wear.
And I love that
We've got our new.
A day early.
They do. They have their new T-shirts on, and they are so neat.
And we brought one for you, Miss Nancy.
Oh, that is so neat.
But we're going to talk about this in just a second.
Okay.
But I will tell you that we're so excited because we have a new piece of information about the Cowpea Festival.
Okay.
Mary Tom Jenkins, who works with me at the chamber, and by the way, Mary Tom came up with this great idea for the license plate this year.
Creative
She's
thinker.
very creative. She does all of our website work. She does all the website work for the cowpeafestival.com and for our Facebook pages, and so we depend on her a lot. So she and I were at the Governor's Conference on Tourism, and we learned the last day from an old friend of mine who now works at the Tennessee State Museum, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you've not been to Nashville since the State Museum moved into its own big new place, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Okay.
Admission is free.
Wow.
But we learned from my friend who works there now, we've got a temporary food exhibit, and it's called Let's Eat. So Tennessee foods, She said, in it we have a section on food festivals. And we have the Cowpea included.
Neat.
The Cowpea Festival. Well, Mary Tom and I just had a Cowpea. Yes. We were like, what? So we waited till the governor got finished with his speech, and then we hightailed it over to the Tennessee State Museum and ran in there, and we were like, hi, could you tell us where the temporary exhibit is? Let's Eat. She said, oh, yes, it's on the 2nd floor. So we ran up there and took pictures so that she could post it. So check out it's on Visit Cleveland TN, but it's also on the Cowpea Festival Facebook page, and we've got pictures of how it's this long table, and all these food festivals all over Tennessee are at each place setting with a dome over their featured food.
How neat.
And ours has a little bowl of black-eyed peas. They're fake,
Well,
faux peas.
yes.
But they're under this dome, and they're right next to the Granger County tomatoes and all these other Tennessee food festivals.
How
so
neat.
we were so excited.
How
That's
neat.
exciting.
And
If
this
you
is
can't tell, we were
Oh yeah,
super
well
excited.
Melissa gets excited and
Yeah.
that's okay, but that's what she's supposed to do because it's tourism.
Yes.
So Darlene, is you are the director of the museum
Of
there.
Hiwassee River Heritage Center, yes.
And so will you be open that day too?
I hope to be. We hope
Okay.
to have a volunteer that
Okay.
will work up there, but at this point I can't say for sure.
But make sure you visit
Yes.
because, if not on that day, because, really the part of the festival kind of has 4 purposes.
Okay.
Number 1 is to celebrate our agricultural history. This
Yes.
cute little cowpea that just dances around in our heads all the
Yes.
time, right? So second is to bring the community together, kind of a social opportunity for the community to come together for a purpose. Third is to draw attention to what's going on in Charleston with the heritage, the attention to heritage, the history there, the main history, which it's a lot of layers of history, but
Yes.
the main history is that the whole area was the operational headquarters for the entire Trail of Tears
Yes.
Cherokee removal. Well, this kind of draws attention to people, of what's going on in Charleston, that this Heritage Center is open. It's open Monday through Friday.
Tuesday through
Friday.
11 to 5, and Saturdays 11 to 3.
Okay.
Yes.
I have not gotten over there yet
Yes.
and I need to do that.
Absolutely free to go through. We've just opened an expansion of it in March that we raised money and got grants to be able to open this expansion, and it's absolutely beautiful. It tripled our footprint of our original
Wow.
building because we have now a meeting space and a beautiful exhibit hall. This festival, so that 4th rung, the 4th wagon wheel sprung is spoke. That 4th spoke is
There you
to
go.
raise money for the Heritage Center.
I got you.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a benefit festival that raises money to keep the lights on, the insurance. Darlene is a part-time employee for the Chamber of Commerce. We consider that Heritage Center to be our visitor center in that part
Yes,
of the county.
and I understand.
And so she is a part-time employee of the Chamber, but we also have to pay the light bill. We have to
Yes.
pay the insurance. We have to
Yes.
keep things maintained.
Yes.
And this festival is the way that we do it.
Okay, so now we're talking about that it's a fundraiser type situation, but is it free to get into the festival or is there an admission fee to get into the Cowpea Festival?
The admission is free to the festival,
Okay.
but we do charge $5 for parking.
Yes.
That's usually our biggest concern is parking
Yes.
because, Charleston's a small town, but we have a couple of thousand people that come out to this festival.
Which is awesome.
If the weather's great, we have had as many as 4,000 people
Oh, my
come to this
gosh.
festival. So parking is a concern. We've opened up some extra lots. We've gotten the kind folks at Barnhart Crane are going to allow us to park at their place. The school allows us some parking. So we've tried our best to, last year we shuttled people across to a parking lot and 7 people used the shuttle. So apparently we're not ready for shuttles.
No shuttle this week, this year.
Because the shuttle is an expense.
It is.
Yes.
It's an expense
Yes.
for us to pay, and
Right.
if people don't use it, well then,
Right.
it's really makes
That's
us
right.
lose money for the center.
That's exactly
Because
right.
what we do is we raise money, and we have this amazing sponsor, Bush Brothers.
Bush Brothers, and because they are Bush Brothers, you think of them as beans.
Yes.
So there you go.
But we are part of their culinary select line. Their grillin' beans are their baked beans, but they have a culinary select line that includes Crowder peas, black-eyed peas, and field peas.
Okay.
And we send out an invitation each year to chefs in the area, and the first 5 chefs that reply, they get to be in the cook-off, and they get their peas are provided by Bush. They come up with a recipe, and so when you buy this souvenir spoon, and this year it's a spork. We have a
spork.
different and sporks,
I love that. It's a
spork's just fun to
Sporks.
say.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it?
Spork. It is fun
Some
to
years
say.
we've had a spatula, slotted spatula,
Yes.
solid spoon, slotted spoon, so different stuff. But this year it's a spork, and you buy this for $5. And it's a souvenir, but this little ticket gets you your tasting. You don't taste with the spoon.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, people think that sometimes.
I know.
Okay, but no, you take this ticket and you get it punched at the different shifts, and
Okay.
then you drop it in your favorite box, so the crowd picks.
Oh, it's a vote.
We don't
Thank
pick.
goodness we don't pick.
I got you.
There's no way.
I
I mean,
gotcha.
I love them all.
Yeah.
I love food, and I love peas. So I would
so
not be
glad.
able to pick.
I am so glad you do.
So
because-
now you get
Oh,
a
my gosh.
complimentary for having
Thank
us
you so
on.
much because I
Yes.
A
think
t-shirt.
I think I've actually bought the spatulas and the other things
Mm-hmm.
before. I think, and I have them in the kitchen. Of course, Melissa, you know I don't cook a whole lot, but occasionally I do need something to stir
Yes.
something with. And these are fantastic, and they're $5. Is that what you
Yes,
said?
$5. And see,
$5.
we get sponsors like, you know, and the cook-off is sponsored by Whirlpool, so it's the
Oh, okay.
Whirlpool Cowpea Cook-Off. Bush Brothers. We have a grant from the Tennessee Arts Commission that helps us with our live music. We have amazing sponsors that are all on the back of this T-shirt that will be there, you know, to greet you at the festival. And we are so grateful for that. We have the festival paid for that day, so anything that comes in, like, you know, there's an expense to this kind of stuff, like
Yes.
jumpy toys and music and sound and all these things.
So you're saying our entertainers even are already paid for?
Already paid for.
Wow.
Yes, but and
See,
so
that is awesome.
anything that comes in that day goes straight to the center.
All right, so now that I said entertainers, tell us, because you've got some good ones.
We do.
We do. Well, we're pretty excited about our headliner.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
You wanna say
really
who it is?
excited.
Okay.
Ronnie McDowell.
I think that
Fine.
is awesome. I mean, really.
We've been really just waiting on this one.
Oh yeah, we've known this since last year, but we didn't release it because we have a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who helped us with this.
We love friends of friends.
Yeah,
I know how that works.
We
Melissa
love that.
knows that I'm only too aware of how that works.
Yes, yes.
It is who you know.
Oh yes,
It is. It is who you know.
So he's coming, and we've got a great lineup that day. We've got music starts at 11. We've got Tyson Lehman. We have a Bad Tattoo.
Oh, okay.
We have JoJo Collins.
Oh,
Solo
again. Okay,
act.
good.
Yep, and Just Us Bluegrass.
Yes.
We have the Water Oak Ramblers, and if you
Wow.
aren't familiar with them, that's Dustin Tommy's band. So they play
Oh!
mountain music,
And I've never
Appalachian.
heard them.
Oh, they're so good.
Okay.
We love them.
Okay.
Oh, I just hit my microphone,
Okay,
but I
that's
just
all
get
right.
excited.
That's all right. That's all right.
And so,
Lauren's
and
eyes
then we
just
have.
crossed, but other than
Yeah.
that,
Then we have Ronnie McDowell at
Yes.
6. And so really what you should do is bring your chair and just plop it down in the best place
Save your spot.
and just save your spot. And then you can go, you want to talk about, we've got food vendors out the wazoo.
okay.
We have 17 food vendors.
Wow.
We've got everything from fried green tomatoes all the way to barbecue. So we've got all the food covered. And then we have a craft area
Oh.
we have 57 crafters.
Oh, my gosh.
57 craft booths this year.
And this is
So-
all handmade. It's
Yes.
no,
Okay,
we
no,
don't do the resale. Everything we do is either homegrown or handmade.
Okay, so give me an idea. Who are some of your crafters, or what are some of your crafters going to be bringing?
We'll have jewelry, lots of different types of jewelry.
Okay.
We have people who do the little bath bars, bombs, and all
okay,
of those
okay,
things.
okay.
We've got knitted crafts, we've got sewn crafts, we've got wood crafts, furniture, just about anything you
those
want.
little
We're going
cute
to have
signs
this year.
with cute sayings
Oh,
and stuff.
oh.
We usually have a couple of booths with
Okay,
those.
that's great.
And you know, we were talking about the spoons. I'm waiting on somebody to come up, one of our crafters to come up with a rack that we can hang our spoons on. I'd be glad to go buy one of those racks
Oh,
so I
that's
could
so cool.
store
Isn't
all my
that cute?
spoons.
Hang on a second, gals. Lauren, can we do? Well, this is my new producer, folks. I'm going to see if we can take a commercial break and come back and spend some more time with y'all. But I'm not sure. Can we do that, Lauren? Can we take a commercial break, Lauren, and then come back? So let's take a commercial break right now, and then let's come back because they've got a whole lot more to tell us, and I don't want to cut. So okay, so let's go to commercials. So watch our commercials, folks. Support our sponsors because they pay our bills, and we're going to be right back with Melissa and Darlene to tell us some more stuff about the Cowpea Festival. So don't go away. We'll be right back.